Hello teacher, today I will tell you about my research proposals. Its name is Using Technology to Improve Grammar of EFL Learners. Today, learning English language is regularly necessary and important to have people integrate into the developing world and have more chances to learn and work abroad to promote the level of personal qualifications. To learn English well, it requires not only to be good at core skills, but also to understand and say deeply grammar structure and rules. However, in my learning process, I realized that most people seem not to be concentrated on learning and improving grammars because they claim that they are bored to learn with traditional teaching method. There are many rules of grammar they must remember, but they find it difficult to learn and keep these grammar lessons in their mind. Also, they cannot use and practice grammar structure effectively in a certain context. Besides depending on the traditional materials more, my students like up the initiative to find other materials and learn from. Sometimes the student may like up encouragement to learn grammar better. Thus, applying technology is a great idea to be able to solve the problems of grammar learning process that the traditional way cannot do. Furthermore, this is necessary that the teacher realize the usefulness of utilizing technology in their grammar teachings to contribute to the student grammar's enhancement and help him to get better achievement in grammar. The idea for this research comes from my experience in learning grammar and what I can see from my classmate learning process. From my view, I believe that learning grammar based on traditional materials sometimes makes me get bored because it included many paragraph structures and rules. However, when I am recommended to use some apps to learn grammar, I realize that I can spend a lot of time to learn and practice grammar exercises more because these apps provide a learner for many grammar lessons designed with attractive background and exciting sound. Therefore, I am comfortable and relaxed when learning grammar via application created as a game program. Moreover, I see that when the teachers take grammar through using electric lecture, the students are more enthusiastic to participate in the class activities, especially after using technology to do and practice grammar exercises by myself. I get easy to remember and use grammar knowledge into my writing. I can use the variety of different and complex structures. Therefore, I have an idea to make a research to find out the positive effects impact of usage technologies in improving grammar skills and make the student and the teacher have a good insight and perception of using technology towards grammar enhancement. Their study aimed at finding out the effectiveness of applying technology into improving grammar skills and indicating the purposes of usage of technology in the student grammar improvement. There are two questions given in this study to find answers. The first question is, how do students use technology to improve their grammar? And the question two is, what are some benefits of using technology to improve student grammar skills? The question one is conducted to show how the students use technology to improve their grammar results. The question two is designed to demonstrate the benefits that technology brings for the improvement of grammar learning. From that, I hope that this research is an encouragement to the student to apply technology towards their grammar learning instead of just based on traditional books. Many researchers study about the effectiveness and the purposes of using technology in improving grammar learning. In terms of purposes of using technology to improve grammar, Calio 2018 conducted research using pre- and post-questionnaire and a semi-structured interview to realize that the Google application's efficiencies usage named Google Docs or Google Classroom in the flipped classroom. The results suggested that most participants agree that using Google Docs to complete the grammar assignment, build up the connection among groups, and collecting comments from their teachers. They can use Google Classroom to follow the learning process by preparing the lessons at home and catching the course document. Another study investigated that the student took advantages of acquiring feedback thanks to Grammarly, staging, and self-assessed capability and self-assessed capability of this instrument. Also, they can alleviate impediments in the abstractions of time to deal with grammatical difficulties, so they will have more time to concentrate on other advanced writing apprehensions. As mentioned in the study of Cavallari and Dianati 2016, in the beneficial aspects of applying technology to enhance grammar skills, it was shown that using technology assisted learners in getting higher scores in the price of grammar and having better achievement of learning grammar. It is mentioned in the research of Kim 2019 and other research is Simatkan and Aid on 2018. These technical tools help the learner enhance their grammar and let them complete more grammar assignments easier than before. This is the research of Abby Jones and Aon 2020. The structured interview, including 15 questions, were carried out by taking a cone to collect the qualitative data. After that, the questionnaire with the 31 research items were adjusted for data collection. The items for both interview and questionnaire were used to find out some personal information like name, course, major, the name of types of technologies, the way of using technologies for improving grammar learning of students, the effectiveness of technology, and the challenges in applying technology to improve grammar knowledge. The piloted version of the questionnaire interview were conducted to a similar type of 41 participants with the same descriptive features. At the end of this process with questionnaires and the interview to one participant, some modifications have been done to improve the quality and validity of research tools. The modification consists of adding some items related to the ways of the student enhancing grammar skills through applying technology and reducing some questions with duplicate content. Besides the items showing the attitudes of students supplemented and the interview to make the data collection be clearer. During the process of visual data collection, the collecting process of quantitative data from data was administered by Google Form. The interview data were collected during the call recording between the researcher and each of 7 participants. The qualitative data were analyzed in accordance with Nghiên 2018. The technique of unfolding matrix, while quantitative data were not analyzed with SPSS, but the descriptive frequencies. The participants are the student of English student class of course 44 and the campus 28 EFL learners of 2 English study class of course 44 in the campus serve as official participants for this study. They are all 4-year students with different level of grammar comprehend. No pretests were taken. As the participant of this study, were promoted in the same program of learning grammar. Because there is not much research on using technology to improve grammar in this campus, I decided to choose the study in this campus to be a participant for my research. Also, we are in a pandemic situation, so it is difficult for me to collect data with larger and more diverse number of participants. So that's all my sharings about my research proposal. So thank you for your attention.